Hello everybody, welcome to Carol's Daily Sauce. I am back after a little hiatus again. I had put on a couple of days ago that I was going to come to you guys with a video or possibly a live, and I just chose to just do a video. Sometimes the lives just aren't my thing. They aren't. I know that I do have a lot of followers who had suggested or they absolutely love the lives because they feel more personable. But y'all, I couldn't do it, okay? I just couldn't do it. So, who liked that title? Who liked that title? Finding peace and contentment in whatever state you're in. Whatever state you're in. Whatever it is that you're going through or growing through. Which, by the way, is my word. Find that peace. Find that peace in whatever state you're in. I, on my last live, kind of opened up to you all and told you some things that were going on in my life. I didn't go into great detail. However, I will eventually. I've had a lot of life changes, but they have done none other than to really show me who I am and to get me on the road to recovery. Not recovery in the sense of drug recovery or recovery in the sense of having some sort of illness that is really hard or challenging to get over, but recovery within self. I love myself. I've always loved myself. But even when we love ourselves, we go through ups and downs, unfortunately. So, what I want to share with you all, I believe, is very imperative to your own essential healing, despite of what it is that you're going through, okay? It's essential. It is imperative that you kind of grasp hold to these things. And I'm speaking on these things because this is what I'm choosing to do in the midst of my storm. So I have a few little notes right here, as I don't want to keep you guys on here very long. I just want to say hello. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is happy. I hope that everybody is in good spirits. I have had some challenges trying to keep my well-being up, trying to keep my heart in a good place, trying to keep my mind on right. I have been through some challenges. But you know what? I've come through, and I'm coming through, and I will be greater later. So, our well-being. Why is it important for our well-being to be protected? Why is it important that we need to be content in whatever state we're in? Our well-being has to do with our health. Our well-being has to do with our interaction with others. If our well-being is stained, or if it's shattered, what will in fact happen is it will resonate onto other people. We will bleed off onto other people. Our bad habits, our bad attitudes, those types of things will bleed on to other people. And what will in turn end up happening? People won't want to have anything to do with you. So protect your well-being. That's one thing. Remember to protect your well-being. If your well-being is somewhat shattered in the sense that you need to seek mental health counseling, please do so. People have a tendency to think that when you go into mental counseling that you're insane. No, you're not. When you go into mental counseling, all that means is I realize that I have something that I'm dealing with that I can't do on my own. And so you go and you talk to a counselor, you go and you talk to a psychotherapist or whomever it is that you go and talk to. Some people can simply go and talk to confidants, family members, friends, loved ones, and kind of talk about things that are bothering them, things that they are dealing with. Whatever it is, talk it out, okay? Protect your well-being. That's essential. I think another thing that's very important when we are trying to maintain peace and contentment in whatever state we're in is loving oneself. Loving oneself despite of what may have happened. See, a lot of times when things happen, they're not what we expect. Yeah, we plan for things. We plan for weddings. We plan for baby showers. We plan for birthdays. Those are things that are expected. But unfortunately in life, there are things that we will go through and experience that we didn't plan for. I can say that. But I can tell you this, if you keep your head on straight and you speak positivity within and to yourself, trust me, you will get through it. The one thing that I found to be very helpful in the midst of this storm is positive affirmations. If you don't know what positive affirmations is, Google it. Basically, you're looking in the mirror. You're waking up in the morning telling yourself, I am somebody. You're waking up saying, I may not be what that person wanted me to be, but I'm good enough for me. You have to love yourself. Positive affirmations are essential. Basically, everything that I'm sharing with you all is not just something that I read in a book, but it's something that I am doing in the midst of my storm. Acceptance. Another thing about peace and contentment in the midst of your storm is accepting whatever it is that is troubling you, accepting whatever it is that was delivered to you, accepting it and choosing whether you are going to attempt to fix it or if you're going to move on. But either way, you have to make up your mind whether or not you're going to accept it. A lot of times people don't want to accept things. They want to act as if things are not present. They want to act as if these things are not in their realm, not working about it, not thinking about it, not working on it, not knowing that it is present or acknowledging it will not make it go away. I have never, for the life of me, understood how it is that people can think that if you forget about something or don't think about the thing that's troubling you or the experience that you're going through, if you think about it, it might go away. That is the most dummy thing that I've ever heard of, because situations happen every day, all day. They do. They happen every day, all day. And you have to be willing to attack them head on. That is how insanity starts. When you start going through things and experiencing things in your life, and instead of working with them one step at a time, saying, I'm going to get through this, you just push it off on the side into a corner and just say, I'll get to that next time. And the next time, and the next time, and the next time, you look up some years later, and that situation is still sitting over there in the corner, or in your heart, or whatever it is, and you haven't dealt with it. Deal with things at hand immediately. When you put them off, they don't do anything but fester. They grow. If it's anger that you're dealing with, seek counsel. If it's anger that you're dealing with, seek counsel to try to get you to walk through your anger, to talk it out. This is a problem with us. We have a tendency to go through things, and when we go through these things, instead of us walking step by step by step and trying to walk those things out and talk those things out, specifically with counselors, we want to act like they're not there. That doesn't make them go away. They're still going to be there. Trust and believe they will be there. Situations and circumstances most definitely come to make us stronger. A lot of times, specifically myself, I'll use myself as an example. When I started going through some of the stuff that I have recently experienced, I was questioning God as to why. And I never had found myself asking God why. I never had a need to, regardless of what it is that I went through. I never had a need to ask God why. Here lately, I have had a need to ask God why. And I think it's okay, because it's communication with God. It's asking Him to kind of give you some help through the storm. I don't know the why, because God don't have to answer us. He's in full and complete control. But the one thing I can tell you in talking to a lot of my friends and confidants is this. Whatever it is that God takes you through, as you're growing through and going through, He's just preparing you for the next phase. I talked to a friend on this morning, and she told me that. And if I told you all her story, you guys would not believe it. This particular friend had a husband who was drug addicted, and he ended up passing away as a result of being addicted. She knew that she could never love anybody else. She knew that her heart was just broken and that her heart would be broken forever and ever. Lo and behold, she moved to another state about 2,000 miles away. She met an amazing man and she married him. And they are now celebrating their year anniversary. And let me tell you something. When I tell you about love, hunty, my friend is in love. So, if the situation that you're finding yourself in has to do with heartbreak, if the situation you find yourself in has to do with deceit, or it has to, whatever it is that it has to do with, you can get through it. You can grow through it. You just have to find peace and contentment with whatever state you're in. I don't think that I've been through a whole bunch. But if I told you all that I've experienced over the last 6 months, your eyeballs would probably drop out of your head. But it just has made me realize that I'm extremely stronger than what I thought I was. See, we hear all kinds of gospel songs about how God kept us, and I don't look like what I've been through. When I tell you guys I don't look like what I've been through, I look nothing like what I've been through. So what I'm doing right now is I am just accepting what is happening. I'm attempting to move forward. I'm attempting to forgive myself in the process and love myself and look myself straight in the eye and say, you can and will get through this. So what I'm telling you, whoever is looking at this, find peace and contentment with whatever state you are in. Because guess what? You can and will get through this. These situations come definitely to make us stronger. Keep hope alive, like my aunt always says. When we used to go play bingo, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive in your life. Because we only have one life to live. We only serve one God, as far as I know. I know I only serve one. And He's the only one that can help us through our situations. At last, the one thing that I want to say, no matter what it is you're going through, no matter what it is you're experiencing, and no matter what it is you expect, love without boundaries. Don't put any patches on anything. Don't put any restrictions on anything. Love without boundaries. Know who you are, love who you are, and accept who you are. Find peace and contentment with whatever state that you find yourself in. What I'd like for you guys to do is go ahead and drop some comments or some questions into the comment section, which will probably give me some ideas as to what kind of videos that I will be uploading. I am in school, so there will not be videos every single day. I would be like this. I'd be crazy. Y'all, I'd be crazy. But I will attempt to continue to upload the videos. Y'all be blessed and be encouraged. And just walk through whatever it is in peace. Because in a little while, sooner rather than later, you will come through it with fine colors. I love each and every one of you. I pray that God will continue to shine His light upon your life, that He would keep your family safe and sound, free from hurt, harm, and danger, and allowing you to know that you, the beautiful person that is looking into this video, despite of who you are, despite of what you've done, God loves you, God understands you, and He will walk you through this path. Continue to find peace and contentment with whatever state you're in. And if you don't like the state, work on changing it. I'll talk to y'all real soon. Be blessed and be encouraged. Bye-bye.